The fires across the prairies aren't stopping pivotal talks from happening between Canada's first ministers in Saskatchewan. Prime Minister Mark Carney is meeting with Canada's premiers in Saskatoon tonight, with energy and trade barriers at the top of the agenda, following up on key promises Carney made during the election. Our Mackenzie Gray is in Saskatoon with more. Mackenzie?
Well, the smoke that's been covering Saskatoon for the past number of days has cleared out, Chris, just in time for the Prime Minister and the Premiers to arrive here in Saskatchewan. The wildfires will be a topic of conversation when they meet, but the key conversations will be about the key things that Mark Carney promised during the last election.
Build our country, build our economy.
Before heading to Saskatchewan, the Prime Minister making a pit stop in Calgary to meet with energy executives.
The world's certainly more divided and dangerous, and the imperatives of making Canada an energy superpower in all respects has never been greater.
To deliver on that promise, Carney turning to the premiers to name 5 projects in their region that they would like to see Ottawa help fund or fast track, and new legislation that could come before Parliament heads on summer break. Some are big asks, like Alberta Premier Danielle Smith wanting new pipelines. Yukon wants help on a $2 billion project to tie the BC electricity grid with theirs.
Morning, everyone, or afternoon.
Premiers are also helping take the lead on another key file, internal trade.
You staying a couple extra days to go fishing?
I'm not a very good fisherman.
No?
Saskatchewan and Ontario signing a deal Sunday to knock down trade barriers between both their provinces, one of a number of similar recent agreements between premiers.
It shouldn't be easier to trade with other countries than it is to trade between the Canadian provinces of our nation. And it's more important now, I would say, than ever for us to prioritize removing any and all barriers.
The provincial push to deal with internal trade is helping Carney in his promise to bring down federal and provincial trade barriers to alleviate economic pressure exerted by the U.S., which is the third topic of discussion, in particular, Trump's latest threats to double tariffs on steel and aluminum.
President Trump cannot see the forest beyond the trees. He thinks he's going to punish us. Well, guess what? He's punishing his own people.
All right, Mackenzie, there's also a word today that Carney's made some big changes to his staff. What can you tell us about that?
Well, Chris, since the election, it's been chaotic in Mark Carney's office. Not a lot of permanent staff have been hired, but that changed today with Mr. Carney hiring 2 very important people inside the PMO. His new chief of staff is going to be Marc-André Blanchard. He used to be the UN ambassador. He also has a large business background. He worked at the Caisse de Depot in Quebec. The other person that's been hired is the former Justice Minister, David Lametti. He's going to serve as the principal secretary, another high-level PMO job. I've spoken with a number of Liberals and current Carney staff. They are all very happy with the decision to bring both of these people on because of their political and business experience, but also because they believe that Carney respects both of them, Chris. And when there's pushback against the Prime Minister, they believe that both of these individuals will be able to have Carney's ear and change his mind on some things, something that has not happened very often in Carney's short time as Prime Minister.
Some notable additions to be sure. Mackenzie, thanks very much. That's Mackenzie Gray in Saskatoon.